Hey everyone, and welcome back to Stunlight Media. This best-selling female singer has been in the limelight for well over a decade, taking us on a magical musical journey with her and keeping us entertained with arena tours and surprise album drops. Stay with us until the end to find out some interesting Beyonce facts that you probably had no idea about. Number 1. Beyonce wrote Crazy in Love in 2 hours with a hangover. Back in 2002, U.S. record producer Rich Harrison was struggling to convince colleagues that the first draft of Crazy in Love was a winner, none of them digging the beat. Harrison remained convinced he was onto something special, but decided to keep it in his bottom drawer until right artist came along. Enter Beyonce, who also initially had doubts about the track, which she deemed too retro. After some convincing, Beyonce gave Harrison 2 hours to complete the track and its lyrics. Number 2. Beyonce suffered from depression in the Destiny's Child era. When Luckett and Robertson left Destiny's Child, Beyonce was publicly blamed by the media, critics, and blogs for its cause. She's since spoken about suffering from depression at the time, when she would lock herself in her room for days. Beyonce revealed she suffered from depression for 2 years after Destiny's Child broke up in 2006. I didn't eat, I stayed in my room, I was in a really bad place in my life, going through that lonely period. Who am I? Who are my friends? My life changed. In 2011, she told The Sun she took a year off to focus on herself and thanked her mother for getting her back on track. My mother was very persistent, and she kept saying that I had to take care of my mental health. Before we continue with the video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you can never miss out on an upload from us. Number 3. She's named after her mother. According to People magazine, Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles Lawson, was born Celestine Beyonce. After she married Beyonce's father, she worried about losing the legacy of her maiden name. Her brother's last name is Beyonce, due to clerical error. As a result, the matriarch named her daughter after her own surname. Bey's uncle, Roland Beyonce, shared the story during the 2013 premiere of her documentary, Life is But a Dream. He said, "My sister, Tina Knowles, didn't think we had enough boys in the family to keep the name going. So she gave Beyonce our last name as the first name." Number 4. Beyonce only had one boyfriend before Jay-Z. She told The Telegraph in 2008, "When I was 12 or 13, I had my first boyfriend, and he was my boyfriend until I was 17. At that age, that was a long time. I've always been very loyal and a little more mature. Though I was too young for it to really be a boyfriend, we didn't live together. That was my only experience with a guy. And since I've only had one other boyfriend in my life, Jay." Moving on to the last one, number 5. She's involved in multiple charities. Beyonce has a heart of gold and loves to give back to those in need. She's been known for going over $7 million to the homeless of Houston and set up the Bay Good initiative to fight hunger. She once said, "I was 13 and my sister Solange was 8 when we started donating and serving meals to the homeless after church. There were people from all walks of life, even children, who needed a meal. We learned that we are all 3 paychecks away from poverty. It was a lesson in humility for all of us." Beyonce joined former Destiny's Child bandmate Kelly Rowland to create the Survivor Foundation, which provides relief to victims of natural disasters, in 2005. It has since closed doors. More recently, her foundation, Bay Good, raised money for the survivors of the earthquakes in Nepal. The superstar has also raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to fight for gender equality worldwide, given school supplies to students across the country, built apartments for the homeless, and hosted food drives in Houston. She's also partnered with Goodwill and Phoenix House. That's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like to the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.